Hello, friends and fellow scouts. Oh, looks like somebody's hungry. Oh, you want salads. Alright, well, we're gonna get to you. Hello, Charlotte. How's the search for the merit badges going, camper? Show me your sash when you've got 50 of those beauties, and I'll get you another campfire tale for my scouting days. No rush, of course. And we've done that. Alright, you already have 50 merit badges? Impressive. I remember how it felt fixing those ghostly problems and fueling my campfire. Always wondered if I'd ever see my sister again in that next ring of light. But I never did. It was a relief, actually. Helping strangers with their problems was much easier. I met an ancient king, helped Jeremy make the perfect birdhouse, and thwarted a sinister businessman's plan to ruin the town. I wish I could say that it was the end of my story. Scout Cub help ghosts. Everyone dies happily ever after. But that wouldn't be much of a story, would it? So she helped Jeremy make the perfect birdhouse. There's more to learn about that, I feel like. Alright, we're into the fourth heart with Charlotte here. Now I'm curious to see, I guess you know what we should do. The one person who's always got long things for us to do. Okay, let's start with Mr. Kit. Okay, let's buy our daily stuff here. I'm gonna buy this salt and likes decoration lamp cozy, fruit tree lamp and cozy, dislikes imp. Okay, I'm gonna buy one of those. Alright. And then let's go see what Patrice wants. Okay, we'll talk first. It's important to stop and appreciate the beautiful things in the world, Stamp Champ. Take, for example, this verse I've memorized. Neither snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor gloom of night stays these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed rounds. You see what I mean? Aren't you just completely recharged now? I don't know if that's the case, but, you know. Okay, let's check our mailbox. A pile of stuff. Okay. In all my years of running this chapter of Spirit Scouting, I've only had 4 scouts that went missing. Most days at 5 a.m. I get up and try to write each a short note. One for Brawny when the mist rose up from the lake, one for little Stibble after the crypt was sealed, and one for Marianne, who was always the slowest. Thinking of you, Scoutmaster Blake. That's a dark bit of lore there, Scoutmaster Blake. I see heartbroken imps. I guess we're gonna have to fix some hearts today. How are we doing on... Okay, I thought we had way more stuff in our inventory. Now... Okay, none of these foods were extraordinary. That's good, actually. This is going to be not too bad. So let's go and see what Arjun wants here. Actually, you know what? I wanted to go dump that bird off up here. Let's go do that first. Or should I just wait until everybody's like woken up? Because they're not awake. We gotta help Arjun. Arjun, my animals need you. Wouldn't you know it, I've gone and mislaid my tools again. If you find them, let me know, would you, kid? Trying to patch up the old RV. Look near a termite mound. One of the imps has it. Oh, is that what that's supposed to be? The termite mound. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. I wouldn't have thought of that. Oh, new buddy actually wants to talk. This is interesting. Alright. How's it going there? Bruin Tram. There's a lot of weird history out there, kid. All you have to do is dig a little deeper to find it. Alright, an ancient symbol. It was close to a silo. We've been tasked with helping him find some ancient history. Ooh, what would... Oh, Clyde wants something. And this imp has something that we're looking for as well. Okay, what do you got, buddy? A wrench. Good. When you're as canny as me, you know what you're making day in, day out. Great decisions. The greatest. But in the end, there's no substitute for hard-won experience. You're going to make mistakes. There's going to be times you short instead of call. Lose out on deals that the other guy had an inside track on. You're going to misread markets. You're going to radically underestimate the cost of houseboat docking fees. Look, it doesn't matter. Point is, what matters is how you recover. Remember that, kid. Okay, that's it? Alright. I really like well-written game characters. That game character has a lot of, like... has a very unique voice. I think the characters in this game in general are quite well-written. But, like, funny characters, we learn how to make chutney. Oh, that's nice. Can't say no to some chutney. It is indeed the royalty of pickles. Alright, how are you doing here? Trying to use up the nutritional value of my bakes. Oh, up the nutritional value. I bet some metal ore would be just a ticket. That should add a nice aftertaste, thanks. Okay, they threw some potatoes and yams at us. Alright. Yeah, I like a weird thing, like when characters have peculiar kind of things, like talking about houseboat docking fees. Like what? That's the most peculiar thing to discuss. That's a great bit of writing, though. That's a very memorable character. Hey, imp. Give up the goods. Okay, let's go now and talk to Arjun, actually. We got your ranch, bud. Hello. Ah, you found them. Might be futile trying to get the grand old dame running again, but I have to try. Alright. We got a stack of some food. We got some spirit deer essences, joyous imp essences. Just generally speaking, good stuff. And that lit the trail of happiness. Oh, hello. We've got to more permanently make this accessible up here. Okay, I hope that one wasn't allergic to other birds, was it? Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, alright. So the bird's quite happy. I'm gonna just take that for what it is and move on. Okay, there we are. Some stuff, and we may as well dig the hole in the ground. We'll say it's a walnut. It's a walnut. Let's see here. So we have 3 bagels. We've got things that we can use now to give away, which is good. I think we may be doing that. Well, let's go and see Flamey here. Got some logs. And all the way down. Oh, we got some... There we go. I can harvest these as well. Okay. Come on. Yeah, no. Definitely the, it just standing in front of the plant until it's, like, it kind of is, like, showing up or it's visible seems to be the ticket for me. That seems to work. Do I have any? No, I don't have any of the mushroom loaves, do I? No, sorry, only bagel dwelling critters get food. And Flamey. Flamey gets food. Okay. Let's put some stuff away. Flamey's done. Yeah, I wanted to see what the price on that tofu was just by itself. And then compare that to what I guess its price will be once we up it and turn it into something else. I've got 2 tinctures. That's good. Like we're ready to make some more things, I think. Hold up, I also want to get my bonbons. Okay, let's see here. So, let's get 1 tofu. What is a block of tofu? It sells for 2,800 coins. What? I think I might just sell this whole lot here. So for 117,000 coins. Yeah, I think we'll do that. That puts us at 200,000. Now we can either open the new, the thing up. 28 additional spots. Wow. Now, I guess that doesn't actually update our backpack, though. That's probably fine. But, do I need that or do I need the catalog? Let's go take a look at how we're faring on storage. Yeah. Sort that so we're clear here. We're getting pretty close to needing to get more storage again. I feel like I should do this. I mean, we got some silly amounts of stuff. I do need to get crafting again. That's ridiculous. I didn't realize I had 2,300 of these. Wow. 2298. I like that it tells you how many you own of it. It's nicely done. Wow. We have a lot of things there. That is 7 panna cottas. I don't think I need that many. But although watch, everybody's going to be in on panna cottas. It's going to be the big rage. Everyone's going to be saying, you know what I could use right now? Panna cottas? Yeah, some panna cottas. You know it. Alright. Yeah, I think I guess I might as well upgrade my tent. Let's see what this thing looks like now. Oh, deluxe. Level 8. Okay. For 250,000 coins. Wow. I don't know what that kind of like the max level is on our tent. I'll be interested in seeing that. Okay, so I will have some of the foods that you are all asking for. I will get around to that. Okay, let's go and get some shells while we're here. I'm coming, Octavia. It happened again. I came down here to skip rocks, but I forgot my skipping rocks. I guess I'll spend the day imagining skipping rocks. Or we can just help her out. Now those discs, it's funny because I feel like that's maybe what we've seen then on the beach other times, is like, it looks like these. That's interesting. I kind of was wondering what those were. That makes sense. Okay, we'll go look around. Here's one. Okay. And Captain doesn't actually even want anything. I don't have anything you need, do you? Oh yeah, I do. Well, look at that. 40 out of 194. Shells found. Yeah, alright. And what are we doing here? We got another shell. And, okay, everybody, wow, there's so much hunger. Alright, I'm gonna leave you all be, is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna come and murder the bush here, and then talk to the mayor. Well, the mayor doesn't want anything. I think we'll just leave the mayor alone then. Wow, it's interesting when people don't want stuff. Okay. Oh, my tool broke. Okay, that was good timing. I was thinking I need to talk to Jeremy. It's funny, I always, but that released free essence. Repair your master shovel. Oh, weird, okay. I'll use my pickaxe here. Sometimes when I'm curious to like how, oh, my tool broke. Good timing. Okay, we got some free essence. It's interesting that it gives that notification. A broken tool. Yeah, we got two, buddy. There we go. Master shovel repaired. We earned a new badge, Tool Workshop Tier 2. Did it fix both? It did. Okay. I don't know what all that means. Yeah, anyway, I was curious, like, again, where other players had kind of gotten to with the game. So I was looking at the global achievements on Steam, at least, to see, gives you some impression of where people are at with this. I could see that we're at about the point where I think about 7% of gamers have gotten to, I think. So it's interesting. I think there's definitely a core group of people who've sort of stuck in. And then looking at the highest achievement, or the hardest achievement, I think it's break like 150 tools or something. And I don't know. That's a lot. Like, we've broken less than 10. I can't even fathom how you get to that many. I really can't. Okay, animal carrying tier, and then... Oh, this is a... 15 tools. We've repaired 15. Okay, there you go. Sorry. That's perfect. I was curious how many that was. Oh, we got something else. Repair Pro Tools 10. Okay, well, it's good we got some money. We're at 25,000. Aha, you've got some stuff. And that was a skipping stone. Okay, we'll see where the next one is here. Get this, whatever this is. Oh, well, look at that walnut and the thing. We're getting a lot of walnuts today. which is, it always feels like there's a mix of what you end up getting. Maybe I left one by a house, an imp has it, and a folding chair. Okay, we can go check all that out. We'll dig this up as well. What shall it be? Okay, this one as well. What is that now? Okay, there we go. Imp. This imp maybe has one. Okay, you got it, don't you? Yep. And an imp has it. Okay, so for the last one, it's also an imp. Okay, now Buddy wants his thing here. Okay, this is gonna be... Is that the last stone? That's the last stone. Okay. And then close to a silo. Alright, so let's go and help Buddy look for his stuff. Okay, now do I have... Oh, there we go. We can feed a bagel to this one. Oh, we can dig a hole. Yeah, we're getting way more good stuff. I guess it's the tool tier we're digging with or something, maybe? I don't know. Well, allows 3 essences and an egg. Okay, so now we're going to look around for this mysterious thing. There we go. Near a water tower, behind something. That's mysterious enough. Oh, hello. Let's harvest this rock. Yeah, we're getting a lot of ore this time too, it feels like. Oh, last time I think we did as well, it just didn't feel like we got as much for some unknown reason. Right, backpack is full. The turkey wants some stuff I don't have. We need some radishes or something. Turnip? Maybe it's a turnip. Okay. Near a water tower. Yeah, okay, that's... Oh yeah, this should be one of these, right? There we go. And then, but near some delicious desserts. Okay. Should be right around here. Whole box of donuts. Where is this? Oh. I would expect it to be right around here. No. So keeps wanting to pick up the lamp. Can't be far away. Behind some desserts. Alright, well that's maybe more... I can't see being any further out this way. We're kind of heading outside of the zone. Okay, I feel like I'm looking it right in the face. I don't know. I heard someone say it was near some delicious desserts behind something. Oh, there it is, for Pete's sakes. Again, this time, because it was all colored, I think I didn't see it. It was like I was looking for black and white. Yes, another piece of the puzzle. Someday we'll have the full picture. Till then, stay vigilant. You and Wolf sound like you're related. A spirit imp essence and 2 happy imp essences. Okay. Well, Buddy was a little bit happier. That kind of rejuvenated the zone. Let's hack some foliage down here. Okay, and let's go and drop stuff off, because we definitely have too much. Excuse me, Flamey. Let's pack some stuff away, bud. Okay. And... these things. Let's burn some stuff. We got 4. Alright. Our toasted nut flour stockpile is growing. This is good. What do I want to do here? I do need to actually check out how many of those I have. Okay, I think I need one of those. Okay, and I think we have vegetable skewer is required, and I think one of these is required. And then for salads, there's some salad request, but I don't know that I have that, whatever it is. Oh, hey, we can harvest this little bush here. There we go. Alright, feed the bird. And what do you got? Alright, have your bird essences and stuff. I need some mixed fruit. Okay, some fancy greens. Oh yeah, I got your thing, I think. There you go. Those are expensive. Hope you enjoy that. No, I want to go over to this bird. There we go. Harvest away, my little friend. Same deal. 3 happy bird essences. Get some more shells. Sparkling channel whelk. Sounds important. Alright, hey Octavia. What have you got there? A bunch of skipping stones, huh? These should be just what I needed. Thanks. Oh, we got a recipe. And a sparkling queen conch. Curious which delights crafting recipe. Okay. Huh. Curious which delights. That sounds delightful. Okay, let's continue on here. And that green plant looks suspicious. It's very vibrant. It seems like it's up to something. That thing is up to no good. Oh, okay, here's the big rock over here. Let's smash this thing. Felt like I'd been missing something. There we go. Is that medium silver ore? Indeed it is. Okay. So we finished up the basic stuff there. Alright. Let's get our dowsing rod out. Do a bit of dowsing. We're gonna have to get these imps back together again. There we are. That was pretty good. That wasn't too far away. What do we got coming out of the ground there? A little bit of scroll. And it's something we've seen. Oh, okay. We're back. There's both the things are out right over here. Interesting. Maybe that's both the things. That would be good. Chunk of wall. Okay, and then that one. Also, we've seen. Oh no, there is something else. Okay, let's get whatever this is. A quartz gemstone. Alright, goodness knows where the next one is going to take us. Okay, we're getting close now. Alright, let's get this pile of leaves. Backpack full. Really? Okay, so it's somewhere over there. Let's do what they're asking. Boy, oh boy. Alright, put stuff in storage. Oh, right, it's because I got so many of these silly things. Okay, oh, and also, well, we'll burn some stuff first, perhaps. Okay, so, those we've seen. Let's put them away, and then we should go and sell the shells. Alright, that and common, rare. Oh, legendary, okay. Alright, we'll keep that. Go sell these other ones though, just clear out the space right now while we're at it. Alright. That was 1800. Now let's go check on that last, I'm presuming it's going to be the last thing we can get with the dowsing rod today. Okay, well, somewhere over this way. And it's right around here somewhere. Where is it? There we go, in between the danger signs. Oh, where is it? Boom, out of the ground it comes, alright. And we have seen that. Is that it then? That's it for the day. Okay, thank goodness. No more running around. Okay, so where is the big rock we usually get? Well, here's some stuff to smash down with a machete. Okay, vacuum that up. Some fancy greens. We should go feed that bird. I thought there was a big rock right around here, or has it moved? Maybe it's moved. Maybe it's gone. So I'm guessing these must be termite mounds. It's funny, I hadn't even thought about what some of the things were, landscape-wise. Okay, let's grab that. Oh. Come on. Alright, there's the second one. There we go. Okay, and then we'll go see if this bird... Oh, the pile of leaves. Can't say no. Let's rustle it up. Mushrooms. And that is... Okay, let's feed that bird some greens. How are you doing there, bird? We're doing well, I think, on the bird essences. I mean, so far, even today, I think we've gotten like 12 or something. So that's not too bad. Not going to complain about that. Put some stuff away. How about that? And that. Okay. Oh, and that, because we've already given it away. Now, I'm going to hold off. I'll just wait on burning stuff, because I'm sure there'll be more. I don't have those breads. I'm going to need to get some more of those. Huh. Alright. Let's just zip over here. Go see how everything was doing out in our little grove here. Everything's doing okay, I think. Doesn't seem... nothing's come in yet, so we'll hold off on that. Alright. What is this thing, by the way? Rustic, common... Okay, now I'm not going to worry about that. Maybe I grabbed it from home. I don't know when I got that. Alright, we'll go do our little bit of fishing here. So that was a really quick round today. The, oh, what is it? No ebony squib? Gentle friend fish. Yeah, that definitely felt quick. I felt like, wow, we zipped through a whole pile of stuff really fast. But not everybody had things for us to do today. It was somewhat quiet on that front. Okay. There we go. Is that another... Oh, it's a grass fin. Following up, like what I was saying before about just looking at the achievements and getting a sense of like how steady the player base is based on that. You know, where people are kind of at with the game, who stuck with it, what percentage of players. And, you know, not specific to this game even, I do notice that you see like really steep drop-off rates with most games. I'd say like a lot of games. I'm surprised more than I thought I would be, I guess. of like how quick the drop-off rate is for a lot of people. A lot of people try it out, pick up the game, give it a, kick the tires, and then if it doesn't, like, I think we have such a ridiculous amount of player choice. There's so many games, and like indie games especially, they're they're pretty reasonably priced, so it's like if people aren't into it, they're not going to dump massive hours, and they don't feel as much of a sunk cost. So they'll be like, I got, whatever, I tried it out, I kicked the tires, I got the idea. And then also that you have an anxiety about the other amount of games coming out. Like, I'm definitely at a point where I cannot keep up with the number of games. And there was a period where I remember looking around for stuff and thinking, like, I'd try out various things because there wasn't quite enough content for what I was wanting to cover. And it's quite the opposite now. I'd say there's like an excessive amount. There's far beyond what I could reasonably cover now. Like, I just can't. So that blows me away. So I can see how people might be given to trying a game for shorter periods of time without necessarily locking in, simply because there's so many things to play. Either they want it as a reference point, you just want to understand it, or if it doesn't grab you 100%, I don't know, not sure what but it is a hard sell for me to, like, when I know I have to commit to a long gameplay, or if sometimes it's not knowing how long a game is kind of good, because then I'll commit not having any idea what I'm getting into, and then I will play forever. I don't know. Sometimes I simply get partway through a game and I'm like, I can't anymore. I'm so tired. Like, or you get like, you kind of, I don't know, it's hard whether you get a completionist with things. I don't know how many of you out there are completionists. I don't tend to be. I think if I get close to completing all the objectives in a game, there's a little tickle in my brain that wants me to, but increasingly I don't. I think I used to more try that on games. I think I don't have the time, and I'm like, really? If I, spend the time to break another 120 tools, does that change the gameplay in any way meaningful? Doesn't. So, like, I don't need to do that. If the achievement happens as a thing of happenstance, then cool. But other than that, meh. I can definitely see the drive on those things. I can imagine how achievements like the concept of achievements, how it must have changed the gaming landscape. I remember, I think I've told this anecdote before a long time ago. A friend of our family had, and it was an Intellivision 2, I think, at the time. And I think they had both, but I think it was on the Intellivision 2. It was a game, Stampede, and you roped horses, and it was like a really, if you see the games I grew up with, you just go look up Stampede for Intellivision. I think Activision put it out or something. And I was not great at it. I was pretty young. And the friend of ours, though, was amazing at it. It was so good. And I was looking through the book. Oh, yeah, sorry, I realized that. Okay, well, that's good. It was a normal fish. Oh, it's funny that the text is staying. Anyway, the friend of ours was incredibly good at the game. And it was an adult and was able to get through to complete, like, to some insane thing. And I looked in the booklet and it was like, oh my gosh, if we take a picture with an actual physical camera and then get it developed and then go through the effort of sending it into, again, I believe it was Activision, they sent you a badge, like you'd put on a jacket, or I guess like a collectible badge blanket or something. So we did that, and I've insisted that we do this. I was like, you got to do this. And so we took a picture of his insane score and then sent that in, and he got a badge. I think he gave me the badge. I may even still have that. And it was the weirdest thing. It was just like, that's an achievement. But anyway, that's what I was kind of thinking about, is, just getting a little digital doohickey that says, hey, you did the thing. Not as exciting as physically documenting it and sending it to the developer and having them mail you a thing. There's something insane about that process, but that was also, I thought that was the coolest thing ever. But I don't find, the Steam achievements, I don't know, I think years ago I was more like, I would push and I had more time and I would just be like, oh, okay, let's do the thing, let's max it out. I also do think now sometimes the developers misunderstand maybe the spirit of Steam achievements. They should be achievable. Sometimes you look at the achievements and you're like, that's ridiculous. That is like, you're just asking me to play the game in hard mode in the sense that I now have to put like 200 hours in a game that does not warrant 200 hours. Sometimes those feel unfair as achievements. Like, eh. Alright, what did we get? Oh, that is the sleeper is a rare find. Well, that's good. We got another one. That was it, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. Well, that's good. We got one. Because I don't know that we found any rare ones last time. Alright, there we go. Yeah, and it's funny, I grew up playing a lot of video games. I've got, said this before, I was like, I didn't have a console or anything. I was an early PC gamer for like the 80s kind of PC gaming. And then in the early 90s I dropped off. I played like, still PC games if I had the chance. But I did not own, and I was a Nintendo gamer early on, like in the mid 80s. And for years didn't have a console or anything. Didn't have a PC for many years either. And so it wasn't, like, for me economically it wasn't a thing. I just couldn't afford it. So I was like, I got out of gaming for a long time. And then when I got back in, got into PC gaming again. I was never been a console gamer. It was the console wars kind of cooked up after I was out of gaming. It was weird. Games were a huge part of my life growing up, but then just disappeared with that chunk of where you're trying to work and not be poor and all the other things you do when you're younger. Alright, fishy. But so there's it's funny that I don't relate to, there's chunks of gaming culture that I completely don't have any context for. And I actually don't really see that I missed much. Often I'll see, people talking about old games, and I don't know, even at the time I remember not being overly wowed. I just was like, I don't really need to play this. Stuff like Age of Empires, those kinds of games, those are the games that would make it into my house. And, oh, there we go. Oh, I don't have any room, dude. Is that what it is? Yeah. Alright. We'll come back. Oh, I need the Danish roll thing over here as well. What was the thing you want? Oh, mixed vegetables. Okay. So vegetables and fruit. Alright. Yeah, I remember like games like Wing Commander, all the early Sierra stuff. It's funny seeing that they're putting out another Sierra game. Ken and Roberta Williams. And it is funny that those games have had a bit of a resurgence. Since I've started this channel, I've meant to do a playthrough of the Colonel's Bequest. And I just been trying to find the time to sit down and actually just do it, because I'll probably play it in... I think I'm actually going to cheat. I'm going to use a guide, because the game's kind of bonkers, and I know at the end of the game, that game broke me and my friend at the end, so I'll probably just use a cheat guide and play it through more as the experience of playing through it, as opposed to, trying to figure it all out. But that was a very good gaming experience for me when I was younger. So that's one of those games I've always wanted to get back to and see how well it stands up, if it does at all. I don't know how it does. I think it was one of those. Oh, that's a legend. That's why I kept it. Legendary wall. Can't throw away your legendary walls. But to see that they are putting another game out, and I mean they've been out of the industry for a long time. But that was my high watermark for games, was Sierra games. I enjoyed the heck out of those, because the social context of sitting for endless days in the summer, hanging out with my friend, just playing whatever, all of them, all the police quests, space quests, the Leisure Suit Larry. Those are terrible. No, I mean that stuff does not date well, most of it. But the Colonel's Big Quest, that I think is to me one of the best. The King's Quest, King's Quest was okay as a series, but they're so bonkers, those games. They demand so much of you, so much weird lateral thinking, so much trial and error. Let's mash these things together that make no sense. Oh look, we got a key. It's just the weirdest thing. But generally the stories they told were, like, especially Colonel's Big Quest, I thought was a phenomenal game. And that's out of all the ones I've thought of replaying over the years, just for the heck of it, that is really the only one that I really would like to do. So hopefully I'll get around to that sooner than later. But again, with all these new games, it's difficult to go back and re-examine the games of yore and really spend some time with them. But I feel like if I used a cheat guide, at least I could just kind of blow through it, and I don't even know, what, a couple hours maybe? I remember that consumed an infinite amount of my childhood, though. The amount of time I spent trying to get through the ending of that game. Because it wasn't the easiest. And again, that pre-internet, if you wanted to cheat in a game, you had to go to the store and buy the cheat book. The little flimsy paper guide that they put out to do that. And so we didn't do that for games. We were not cheaters with that. We kind of just would push through and spend weeks trying to figure out games. So is this an adult one now? Does it maybe just lose its color as it goes adult? It's weird because the other one's got its color back, the deer, but it goes all white for a bit. I don't know if that's a glitch or what. But yeah, I think some of those games definitely warranted the cheat books. You almost needed it. Like how much, I don't know, maybe adults were better at it. Those games were hard sometimes. Alright. There we go. One of the things that got me thinking about lately, the Foon, the guy that gets, puts playable Doom, playable Doom on a birth, whatever you call those things, pregnancy test, or on different devices, loves hacking things and trying to mess with hardware, of antique hardware and new hardware. Foon got a police terminal and was putting, of course, you got to put Police Quest on it. That got me thinking about it lately too. It's like, yeah, that Police Quest had some interesting stuff. Again, I don't know. I don't recall it being as like everything in the 80s is problematic. Racially, the misogyny of things. So I'm always very wary of anything. Like I don't what's the word? I don't look at that time period with rosy eyes and think, oh well, it was, that was the time. That was the good old days. I don't think that about the 80s. I think there's a lot of unpleasantries. So where's the other imp here? Go find that. Maybe we can bring them back together. Get the band back together. This is the bassist. I don't know where the guitarist is. Over here? No, where is the guitarist? Where are you? I don't know where they are. Huh. Well, we'll keep looking here. And nope. Okay, well, yeah, that's whatever they're trying to make up with. That's, they must be quite far away. I don't know that I can do it on 5. If, in fact, they're any farther away. But and I don't seem to be in here. Because I saw one way down on the right-hand side of the map. I think they're like way far away is what the deal is. Alright. There we go. Yeah. That whole time period. So I don't know how many of those games. I think that's one of the things I liked about Colonel's Bequest is it was outside of its time period. It was trying to be more like a Agatha Christie Murder on the Orient Express or some kind of like oldie-timey thing. It's more like Clue, the movie Clue, which is a weird movie, and also, yeah, it's a weird movie. Rewatched that recently with my kid, and was like, well, I don't recall being super offensive, so we watched Clue, and I was like, yeah, it's a weird movie. It's a super weird movie. Christopher Lloyd in it, it's got a phenomenal cast. Yeah, the whole cast is really amazing. It's so many good actors. But yeah, I was like, it's got a whole other political bent that I did not remember. The whole like McCarthyist era or whatever it is. It's got some funny stuff in it. Anyway, more interesting film. But it was that time period. It reminded me kind of the Colonel's Bequest, like. It's probably darker. It's not. I don't remember it being especially funny as a game. But again, replay will tell. Okay, does that stack? Okay, that stacks. Oh yeah, I'll come back for you. I'll come back for you, little fish. And there's no imp over here, is there? It's like way the heck and gone. That's fine. Oh, is that not gonna... Okay, let's go dump off stuff. There was a wham broken heart over here. That must be it. Wow. Yeah, no, not a chance, bud. You're on your own. Poor broken hearted imp. Like, do you see what I have to put up with? It's just really mean. Like, you think they're supposed to be, like, helpful, but sometimes they're just really mean. Well, the scouts? Yeah, no, the scouts can be brutal sometimes. Okay, harvest. Can we get this or no? Probably not. No. Alright, we'll be back. We shall be back. And drop this stuff off then. I thought I had a thing still to do there. Okay, I'm not going to do that today. Why am I keeping that? I don't know. No idea why I would. Okay. Well, yeah, let's burn some fish up, I guess. What do we have? Uncommon, 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 uncommon. Just to confirm, yeah, I don't need to donate any of these. And common. Alright. There we go. Yeah, I think the shift in the availability of really good games is partly to what oh no, I want to keep that thing. I think I appreciate the era of gaming we're in a lot because of growing up with so many crummy games that were not necessarily, sometimes games that you would even be like, this is a complete waste of my time. But growing up with like the wide array of strangeness that was, through I guess the late 70s, 80s, through the early 90s, that I like just the wide variety of stuff that we have now. That it's just such to say games is like a really it's such a meaningless term in terms like when somebody says that they're into games. It's like, well, who isn't? Regardless of what they're calling it, everybody's playing something now, I think. Fangtooth. But yeah, it's funny that there is still even like some sort of core gamer culture that identifies itself as such, that differentiates itself from the rest of games. That's the weirdest thing to me. I don't understand that at all. Not given the variety of things. In fact, given the variety of stuff I remember even before, you'd have to be putting on the blinders pretty hard and not thinking outside of a very specific genre to avoid experiencing other stuff. I guess if you avoided historical games and you only played the latest, newest thing, maybe that's what people are viewing themselves as being attached to, as both a genre of game and also the latest thing in that genre, and to the exclusion of much else. But now it's so absurd. Alright. Let's head over. I guess we'll go back over this way. This is great. And when I have something to talk about, I will completely space out. And that's essential for fishing, I think. I'm coming to see that. I'll need to have a topic. The fishing is way too... I couldn't do this if I was just playing. I would have to have like a podcast or something going on in the background. I don't think I could play this game without a distraction, which is a weird thing. There's a lot of games like Stardew Valley I can just play. I don't require any distraction. But this game, I think I would actively need to be distracted, because it's like the fishing. It would drive me crazy. But as I'm talking, I'm just waiting for, controller to give me a little buzz and then hit the button. The Skinner box that I've holding in my hands. It's weird. All right. There we go. Maybe Skinner box is not the right word. It's just conditioning. You big fish. Yeah. Doodly doop doop. Doodly doop doop doop. Another thing this weekend I spent some time playing that board game Everdell, and playing it purely on solo mode just to learn it, which I usually try to do before inflicting board games on anyone else. I'll sit and just learn it as much as I can, rulebook forwards, backwards, just kind of ingest it, and so I have a sense of edge cases and rule lookups before I even bother playing. It's not worse than having to sit and look up rules when you're playing a board game, especially with my family. They don't tolerate it. So I was playing that solo, and if you haven't played it and you're into solo board gaming, really good experience. I got destroyed by the game 3 times in a row, and it really stuck with me and made me think about my whole strategy of how I was trying to put my little community of forest critters together. Basically, you're building like a community of forest critters, both locations and actual critters. But essentially you can use locations to attract critters, so you build a tableau of cards in front of you. You build up to like 15 things, and you get points for all of them. But your idea is that you have so little moves available, and you need to get the resources to build the buildings and attract the little critters. But if you are smart and you play it right and all the cards align, you can often play multiple cards for for free, essentially, and avoid your build cost. And that seems to be kind of the whole strategy, is really of like, how do I line the ducks up? How do I make this happen without overdoing it on the expenses and stuff? So it's a lovely game. It's an interesting game. It's a little puzzle, and if you like those kinds of things, then yeah, I think it's quite enjoyable. I'll definitely be playing more of it solo. Even it beats me solo, where I'm like, if it takes me more than about 2 or 3 plays to kind of crack a game, at least to develop some strategy, then I am very interested. And so it does that. It's not like it off-putting. The rule set is very light, but at the same time I was very compelled. I played 2 games in a row, which I rarely will do, that sort of thing. They're not super long, and it's not the setup's not bad either, which is totally essential, I think, with solo gaming. there's some games where this setup is like 15 minutes, and I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I don't have space for that. I have to take the game apart when I'm done. But anyway, yeah, it's an interesting game. I will definitely be playing more of it, and it's cute as all heck. That's a big thing. Yeah, it's weird. Chance is a thing, like, in games that I generally don't like a lot of. Like, I think probably one of my favorite board games is Power Grid. I'm not a big fan of chance. Like, I like decisions. Crunchy little math decisions are very enjoyable. But I can put up with a certain amount of chance. But I was playing over the past months and months, since I basically, around the same time period I recorded a little bit of the digital Wingspan, I played a lot of the physical Wingspan, and yeah, I don't even know, dozens of games of that now. And it's interesting, like that game really, let's see, uncommon, just make sure I'm not burning something I need. Oh, that one's new, okay, that's good. Okay, cool, we got at least one more new fish, so that's 2 new ones, that's not bad. Yeah, with Wingspan, it doesn't feel like a game that's all about chance, because the cards themselves, like, you're not waiting for a specific card to come up, and that's one thing I have with whatever I said it was called, Everdell, whatever it is, something like that. If you're waiting for a card to come up, or you need a card for a combo, it may or may not come up, and that's really annoying, I find, in games when you're reliant on pure chance. That one can drive me crazy. And a game like Wingspan, I think I was trying to think of, like, what makes it sets it apart, that makes it so brilliant and replayable. And I think it's like there's card types, and you are never at a loss for cards in that game, and you're never looking for a specific type of card. Like, I'm never thinking I absolutely have to have, whatever, the Venezuelan sparrow, I don't even know what, there's some bird, name a bird. You don't need a specific bird to make it work. You just need a type. You need a bird that eats this, or a bird that lives in this habitat. And those cards are coming up constantly, and they're not, you're definitely going to find you don't get the card you want in that game, but you will be able to adjust your strategy accordingly, and you have enough runway to do that. And I think that's a really critical part in any game. And I think that's one thing that did get me about this other game, Everdell, was the idea that, oh, I need to pull off, like, to get a bonus card or to pull off a thing, you have to have certain other cards to make it work. And that's not always, it's not going to happen most of the time. And so if you win, there's such a huge amount of luck to it. Yeah, that win's going to feel great. But that win was also just a result of you bashing your head against it for a long time, and all of the things sort of aligning. And that's kind of an annoying thing in any game, I think. Like RNG, like the random number generator luck that games have, it was like not being able to get a dinosaur egg in Stardew Valley. I mean, I think we're talking like hundreds of episodes where I was explicitly trying to get a dinosaur egg before there was a dinosaur floor, or the dinosaurs themselves were introduced as a concept that dropped stuff. I looked for a really long time for a dino egg and never got one. That's astounding to me. So sometimes random luck is the worst thing in the universe. You're just like, this stinks. But then if it somehow, if the thing, like with Wingspan, if the thing you're trying to do is not necessarily contingent on giant amounts of pure luck, then it can kind of work. And you can kind of, you can get the same feeling of pulling off a win, but it's more strategic and it's more satisfying that way. At any rate, that my my like of the game still stands of Evernow, but it's definitely with asterisks. You have to have a stomach for luck. Yeah, it's a hard one of how to make a good. I think the Stonemaier games, like Viticulture and games like that, they tend to be really good single player games. If anybody does play single player games, which I do, and I quite like that we've. I think developers are taking that market more into account than they used to, and they're doing a much better job at designing a single player experience that isn't just like, hey, play a proxy player, like a whole setup, and you basically play a 2-player by yourself. Which, I've done that for learning games, but it's not as enjoyable as a good AI or a good Automa deck, as the Stonemaier calls them. It does give you like the idea, the feel. And that's you get kind of immersed in an experience, and that's kind of nice. I think when you're playing 2 players, to me, I find if I have to play both players, I'm out of the immersion of whatever the experience is. All right, little fishy. There we go. All right. I think we're almost done fishing for the day. Oh, there's another one here. There we go. There we are. Well, that one looks... What is that? Ordinary sucker. No. And... Yeah, I would definitely like to be... I don't have a ton of time at the moment, but I'd like to be able to make more time to write and think more about all kinds of games. It's definitely... oh no! Bonk that thing right in the head. Then the other one comes over. Yeah, I very much like thinking about the process of games. I don't think I know anything, but it's a fun mental exercise. Oh, that's really... Okay, so I'm going to have to catch these 3, and then we'll come back over. I think the... thinking about mechanics between all the different kinds of games and over different periods of time, at least to me, makes me appreciate games more. I think, if anything, I don't think it makes me know more about games necessarily. I'm not any wiser. I don't have any greater knowledge probably, but I've thought. I guess I think more about why games are good, why they're fun, why I enjoy them. And it also makes me maybe sometimes realize why I don't want to play some games, or why some games are not that interesting. These fish jumping up and down, it's just kind of depressing. Yeah, little thing. Are you gonna go for that? You like the bobber? No. Okay. And okay, how about no? That's not anywhere near close enough. Let's try again. Okay. Oh no. Yeah. Oh. Okay, this thing is like, you're weird. You're all over the map. About that. Oh, you're really gonna turn around right when I'm throwing it at your head? Really? Okay. They do this. Oh, you're killing me. Okay, that's gotta be close enough. That's gotta be close enough. I hope this is a good one. Alright. Oh, hello. A rockling. Have I seen that? Okay, let's try to dump this off, and I'm going to come back and check these. Ugh. Get trapped on the ground. Well, I'll have some room for potatoes when I come back. Alright. Yeah, I would love to be able to spend more of my time thinking and work on dealing with game stuff as a thing. Very much, I used to podcast about games many years ago now, and enjoyed that process a lot. I think that's enough room. Yeah, it's nice taking a deep dive into different game things and thinking more about like genres, mechanics, all those things. Really, it gets your brain working. It just definitely makes me appreciate so many different things. And you realize, like, we live in a time where we think of everything as like, it's all about the new. the Cult of the New, but then you read about like when the famous game designer Sid Sackson died, they sold off his estate of board games, and it was some utterly absurd number of board games that he had, even at that time period. So you realize how important, you know, games are, and how long they've been around, and the idea that somebody being a gamer is not a new thing. You know, I don't know that I need some of these. Okay, that's new. Huh. Okay. Okay, and then this, is that? That's uncommon. Okay. Only one thing to give away. Okay, we'll go give that away, and then I think we're going to call it a day after that. I don't even know if I've gotten everything else I needed to do. I was very distracted, obviously. I'm not going to worry about it. We got some stuff done. Good enough. I don't even see you there, fish. Well, that was a good day for catching some more rare ones. You really got to put the time in. It's an absurd amount of effort that takes to get you know, I did probably half an hour of fishing, and I got what, 2 or 3? Drowned Regret and Dad Jaw. No, just Drowned Regret of this one's Dad Jaw. That's a funny one. What was the other one we got? No, was it just this? 531. Yeah, okay, we got 2. Sleeper and that one. What? So that's an inordinate amount of time. I can't imagine actually getting all of the fish in this game. I really can't. You have to put in such a ridiculous amount of time to do it. At any rate, though, we will see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.